Okay. Well, the negative side argues that the decrease of accidents can be attributed to the drinking age being 21. The decrease in accidents can be attributed also to many different circumstances. For example, plenty of advances have been made in car crash worthiness. From the traffic safety facts laws from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, it tells us that law enforcement is much more vigorous now than in 1982 when the law was first passed. With advances in radar and breathalyzer technology, airbag and anti-lock brake requirements, the increased use of sobriety checkpoints, advent of zero-tolerance laws in all 50 states, growth in use of ignition interlock devices, and a lower minimum BAC, which is a lower breath alcohol consumption. The next point, the negative side also claims that the drinking age of 21 has lowered binge drinking, which is which is not true. There has been no decrease in underage binge drinking as a consequence of this law's existence. For example, the Harvard School of Public Health College alcohol study says at 1 of 3 colleges, half of the students were binge drinkers. Cases just like the one of Lynn Gordon Bailey Jr. remind us of how erroneous this assumption is. On 2004, he has many young freshmen entering college that are not well informed, and it's the first time they actually encounter alcohol. Was encouraged by their fraternity brothers to consume 4 1.75-liter whiskey bottles and 6 1.5-liter bottles of wine, which resulted in his death. According also to the National Survey on Drug Abuse and Health, overall rates of binge drinking increased from 15.2 to 18.9 between 1991 and 2003. During the same time period, there was a steady decline in the prevalence of alcohol consumption among 12 and 20-year-olds. While fewer young people are drinking, those who choose to drink are drinking more and are doing so at dangerous and alarming rates. The drinking age also has not made it any easier for the youth to interact with alcohol or to obtain it. This law has not decreased the consumption of alcohol under the underage population, and perhaps it has only driven it far away from those who are supposed to protect them. To say it has become harder to obtain alcohol being underage as a result of this law is to live in a different reality. It is not about how hard it is to obtain, but it's about how much will be consumed now that they'll finally have it in their hands. According to John McArdle Jr., ex-president of Middlebury College, one of the main supporters of the reform of the drinking age, alcohol is a reality in the lives of 18, 19, and 20-year-olds. Anybody denying that inhabits a different planet. The goal of public policy should be to create the safest possible environment for that reality to take place. Next. The current law creates an attitude inside the underage individual that will drive him or her to drinking in excess when it's available to them, something not normally seen in many other countries. Recent research published by the World Health Organization found that while 15 and 16-year-old teens in many European states where the drinking age is 18 or younger and often unenforced have more drinking occasions per month, but they have fewer dangerous intoxication occasions than their American counterparts. In many countries, the practice of drinking is seen as a part of culture, as part of becoming or reaching adulthood, whereas in the United States, it's a completely different story. Finally, the act of lowering the drinking age would not resolve the issue, but it would drive the youth into a better future coping with the existence of alcohol in their lives. Educating young adults is a key factor to help them develop conscious decisions about drinking. It's hard to imagine if an alcohol education class or section was being taught, students would not pay attention to it, looking at the dangers and the consequences it can bring to abuse such substance. It's something that sadly calls for our attention, but before it does in a negative way, a positive approach can be done with teachings of the consequences of excessive drinking, the chemistry of alcohol, and the health problems that come along with its consumption.